And we're live. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Twisted Guy on a Saturday Night Live with guests. And we have got a few guests with us today. We've got Scottish Koi Show fish winner over there in the corner, Mr. Alex. We got our man George in the middle. Craig, we know. Steve-O, we've met a week or so ago. But we have our girl Maureen in the middle there from New Hampshire over in America. And I forget where Christine is based, but Christine is based over in America as well. Welcome in.
Welcome. Thank you for having us.
Nice.
So what time are we looking at over there at the moment, girls?
Me, it's 3 p.m.
For me, it's 2. I'm in Illinois.
Ah, gotcha. And we've got you slacking off at the moment now, Maureen, haven't we? Because we pulled you away from your brother, and he's busy doing his work.
I using a saw when I'm not in there, you know.
So what is it you're actually doing to the pond now? Can you show people what it is you're doing?
Yeah, we're making polyacrylic panels that are going to go up for the winter. So that right now we have this mesh that's on to keep the herons out.
Yeah.
But those don't, I don't want them getting ruined with our winters here. So, but it's nice because I don't know if you can see, you can kind of see through the panels. You can see.
Yeah.
It's nice, even if I'm sitting here with both sides up, I usually open it all up, but Pat and I have been working in the garage. So I kept it closed up. I opened this side just so that, you can see that I'm out here by the pond, but when we're in the garage, I close it back up again. There's too many herons around here. So for the winter, we're going to take those mesh panels down and just getting this out. Oh, because we have one that we made one just to make sure this idea was going to work. But
see, Blue Peter moment. I think your internet's gone a bit squiffy.
You know why? Because I can't see. I can't see square. I only see you, George, and Alan. I can't see the others below. Can I see? Yeah. Can you see this at all? The panel?
Yeah. So like just slotting panels. Are they gonna act like sliding panels, or are they a screw in place?
Nope, they'll be slide-in panels, so they'll be removable in the spring and summer. Again, we'll take them out and put the mesh back up. So same thing. It's going to keep them from anything getting in there. I mean, I don't want a bobcat jumping up on my pond either, but not that I would think they'd do anything. I mean, the pond's 6 feet deep, so. But is that holding up good, Pat?
Yeah.
And how is the?
I do have one of the nets
settling in now, because it is still a fairly new pond.
They're all doing very well. I mean, I'm so happy with the pond now, especially with the gazebo over it now. Oh, it's so nice. So yeah,
that's
are you in
a gazebo?
Right, so see, there's a track. It's going to sit in the track, and then we're going to put a clip at the top to hold it in place up. And there'll be 13 of them going all the way around.
Oh, that's going to look awesome.
Yeah.
That's a proper greenhouse.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
So
it'll keep the wind out, the winter wind. That's the worst.
I do hope you've been recording this step by step for your channel.
You know what's so funny is my mother did such a great job of coming out here all the time and videoing us, taking pictures, because we get so wrapped up in the work, you forget to record, right?
Yeah.
And she's moved out. She finally has an apartment now, so she finally got called for the elderly housing that an apartment became available. So she's been on the list for 4 years, and finally got one. So it's not the same not having her here. I got used to having her here, but so she just said something today about, "Do you got any pictures of what you're doing?" And I'm like, "No, you're not here taking them anymore."
Well, it's things like this that you should be putting on the channel, so that other people out there can get inspiration from what you're doing and how you're doing it.
Yeah, I don't even know how we got we got the idea because when we put the mesh up, I'll show you the, when we put the mesh up, we had this open area right here, but I
Yeah,
wanted to still be able to get in there because that's how I get to the hockey shower, to be able to check my filters and stuff. So I'll
yeah,
show you. Pat put the track in. You see the track? And we just
yeah.
made a panel to slide in there. That's how we got the idea now. Oh, we'll just do panels for the winter all the way around, and they fit in the track. They fit in the track that the mesh is in. So it'll be great. A
Job
lot easier
done.
than other ideas. We're trying to come up with other ideas, and that's the one that worked the best, what we think will work the best. So we'll try it
Is
out
that
this winter.
polycarbonate, Maureen? Is it? Is that polycarbonate?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yep.
it's a good idea. I think I might be doing something like that myself. Try and
Yeah.
keep a bit of heat in, yeah.
The panels are expensive here. I don't know if they are there.
Yeah,
They're
they're quite expensive here as well.
yeah.
How thick are the walls? Is it a single wall polycarbonate or is it
Triple.
double or triple wall?
No, it's single. We got the single one. And Pat, what's the width of that? 0.2 feet by 4 feet by, what was the thickness of the polycarb? 0.8.
2 mil.
2 mil.
2 millimeter.
2 millimeter thick. So
That's really thin, isn't it?
yeah,
That's,
it's thin.
Yeah.
But we're doing it so
That's what these are for, to support it so they're not so.
so they're not so flimsy. Yeah. Those the boards, the frames we're making. But we're gonna test it, and if it's too flimsy, we can always glue another panel on the back of it too to make it a little thicker.
Well, if you find it is a little bit flimsy,
Yeah,
instead of building something else, just put some cross pieces in.
cross
That
beams.
will
Yeah, we were thinking
solidify it and stop that from
it'll stop it. Yeah, we were
yeah,
thinking that.
stop that from happening.
Yeah, so
are
we'll
you
test
heated, Maureen?
the first nor'easter storm we get. We'll test it, and I'll be giving them a call. Pat, get over here.
And if you do put two sheets together, just glue the edges are going to be not seen. If you glue the middle, it will just, the sunlight will affect the glue and you won't see through it.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
just do the edges and it keeps the air tight.
Yeah, that's what we're doing now with the frame. We glued just the very edge of it. So, and we have a real super heavy duty adhesive, which it's working great. Like within 10 minutes, you can't move the wood already. But total cure time is 12 hours, so they'll be great for tomorrow. But we're gonna just keep working on them today to try to get. We're gonna try to get all 13 done this weekend, just so we know we're all set for winter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But at least
Does
one.
it go,
And I emptied my grow-on pond. That's emptied, and my three little ones that were in there have now grown, big enough now. They're in the main pond. I didn't want to put them in before. I was worried about them getting sucked down the bottom drain, but they're plenty big now, and they're eating fine and everything. So that area is going to be all clear, ready for the spring, which is going to be our first project next year. Will be
well, I was just about to ask that. With that apartment of a filter house you've got, I was going to ask, when are you going to put a little growing on tank in there, as well as everything else you could fit in there with the amount of space you've got in?
I know. You know who always asks me that is Chris Stubbs. He's always like, when are you going to put something in there? You got to put at least an aquarium or something in there. I'm like, no.
And the next question is when are you then going to put a window from your filter house wall so you can stand in your filter house and look at your pond?
I know. That was a great idea you brought up. I was like, ooh, I don't
Should
know.
have done that when I was
Should have did it
building the
before.
shed.
I know. Should have did it before. I know. We built the pond in 23 though, and the
Yeah.
filter house was 24. So
Well, Maureen, you've got the polycarbonate. Now's your chance to put the window in.
yeah. Hey, Dad, build some more panels.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
And you have some really bad weather out there as well up in Illinois, don't you, Christine?
I think she has worse weather than I do. It doesn't get that bad here anymore. I think it gets colder by her. Her ponds What did you say, Maureen? Down in the 50s already or 60s?
Yeah, it was because we had a lot of cold nights. But
What's that? What's
we're
that in real money?
we're in this
Um,
we're in like
oh gosh, what
we're in
is
like
that like?
right now.
20, what is that Celsius, Maureen? 20?
What did you say? What was your Fahrenheit?
Yeah, Fahrenheit to Celsius for your pond. What is that?
My pond right now is 67 Fahrenheit.
It's about 10 degrees.
Okay. I have
Ow!
my little cheat sheet. I have it in the sunroom when I.
10
God, man,
degrees.
Scotland's warmer than that.
Yeah.
That's a first.
Yeah,
Too
it's
soon.
warm
Don't speak
today.
too soon.
Today's warm. It's about 78 right now here today. It's very warm. A little Indian summer, I guess they call it.
Yeah.
And then we'll be back to 30s, freezing.
So, do you have any plans this year, Christine, on changing the design of your pond covers?
No, I'm just going to throw them on just like I did last year. It works. It never freezes up. I don't shut my pond down. I think Maureen's going to shut hers down. I don't
Yeah.
shut mine down. I leave mine running all winter long.
Yeah.
Why are you shutting it down,
That's what I do,
Maureen?
Christine. I keep everything running. Bucky
Yeah.
shower running, air running, everything's running.
I keep
I don't. Yeah,
aerator.
you do, or are you asking
I
me?
do,
Or?
yeah. Yeah, I do.
I don't have a Baki shower.
All right, okay.
Yeah, I don't have a
Yeah,
Baki shower. What I
everything
do,
running.
I've got a 3-tiered pond. So I have a pump on the bottom pond that pumps all the way up to the top pond.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
it goes in through the bog and then goes back down to the bottom.
Yeah, good.
So
Yeah.
that circulation
So you got plenty
stays
of moving
running.
water then. Plenty of moving water so it doesn't freeze.
Right. The flow is really strong on it. I've got
Yeah.
2 biofilters on the bottom, 2 biofilters on the top, and I also have an Awasa on the outside. Now that one, because it's strictly biological, not much mechanical going on. I mean, there is some, but not much. I just tear that down and it goes in the garage for the winter.
Right.
And then I just bring it back out in the spring. But yeah, the way I do it, I mean, I really honestly don't believe I have to cover it. I think it would be fine because of the flow in my pond. I don't think it's going to freeze whether I cover it or not.
Okay.
I do it just, as caution.
I think the amount of hay bales you put round it to hold the tarpaulin down, I'm not surprised it doesn't freeze over.
Oh, no, we don't do the hay bales anymore. We did that the first year. Now, last year, all I did, I came up with a simple way. The only reason why we used the straw bales was to hold down the polycarbonate around the outside.
Yeah.
Because they get wet, they get heavy, and nothing's getting through that.
No.
But we came up with a design to where when we put our panels up over the ponds, then we put 2x6s on all around the rims. And then what we do is we tuck it underneath and then clip them on. Once you tuck them underneath that wood, they don't go anywhere. We don't have strong enough wind to pull them off. So we just clamp it all the way around and it's fine. It's absolutely fine. The inside temperature usually stays right around maybe 40 degrees. And the water at the very bottom of the 6-foot pond, it's usually about 38, 36, 38, right around in there Fahrenheit. So, but I mean, 3 feet down, it's sometimes in the 40s. So there's always that warm pocket in the middle. And then of course, colder on top. But yeah, I mean, I could probably get away with not covering it. I do it because it makes me feel better. We have bears out here. We've got, cats out here. We've got mink, which is my biggest fear out here. And to me, if it's covered, then I don't have to worry about it. I can go out there, make sure my pumps are still going, make sure everything's running good, and then leave. And I don't have to keep watching. because
So
that's
you
what I worry
say
about mostly.
you have trouble with mink. Do
Oh,
you
yeah.
have much trouble with otters?
I have not seen an otter come this far out,
Hmm.
but I have had mink come. And yeah, they will decimate a pond, literally just
Yes.
decimate it.
Yes.
So that's my biggest fear is mink. Not heron, not anything else, mink. That's my biggest fear.
I don't.
Uh,
I've never yeah.
What's your biggest predator as far as the pond's concerned? Would you say, Maureen?
Heron. The heron. We have kingfishers too, but I haven't seen. We've seen a kingfisher a couple times in the yard. My husband's a big birder, so he's always. You let me know if you ever see a kingfisher around here. But it's herons, and then our other thing is like bears and bobcats, that kind of stuff. But I don't think the bobcat. It could jump up on the rail here, but I don't think it's going to do anything in there. You know, it's
No.
not going to be swimming.
Yeah.
But the heron's our biggest problem.
And a bear wouldn't think twice about sweeping into a pond for after a koi.
They go into pools and everything. So
It's another world, isn't it?
yeah,
We struggle with hedgehogs, right?
Yeah.
I don't want chasing an heron off, but I'm not chasing a bear off. No way.
But see, they've got the advantage over there in America because they've got free use of guns and their herons aren't fucking protected.
No, right. Yeah.
So, you know,
Yeah.
it takes them 2 seconds to think, fuck you, bang, head gone. Heron's not a problem, you know what I mean? Whereas we even sneeze at a heron wrong over here and we're getting fined and threatened to take the court and yeah, it's mental.
yeah.
Well, one nice thing I've noticed is, I mean, like the
Oh,
way
Andrew.
Rick has got his set up, where Rick has got all those big ponds.
True, very
What
true.
I've noticed out here is if you put bluegill with koi, what happens is the bluegill hang around the edge. Okay, they don't go in the middle; they hang around the edge, and they love to get the food first, so they're always right there at the edge. And I've noticed this year that all the heron that I've had come here that like the dogs are in and they don't chase them off, every dead fish I've found at the front pond that's had a spike in it has been a bluegill. So the bluegill keep the koi in the middle and the bluegill hang around the edge. And that's all the bluegill or the heron ever gets is the bluegill.
Not the koi.
So yeah, it's working out. It's working out great. That's why it's nice when you have that mix in that pond because it keeps the koi, because the koi don't like to go in where the bluegill are, you know, towards the end when they're there. They'll wait until the bluegill go off. But when you feed it a normal time every day, they're right there at the edge. So
Sorry, I'm not laughing at you, Christine.
I see that.
With Andrew Murrell, Rick's biggest predator is Vince. You're not wrong there. And then we've got Rob Fox here. It jumped in front of my pellet, Vince. Fucking brilliant.
Well, honestly, here we are not allowed to shoot a heron.
Yeah, we
What
can't.
you have to do is you have to go to the game warden and you have to let them know that, yes, I have a problem with heron and they keep coming at my pond and I'm losing my koi. They'll write you a slip and give you a permit so you can shoot it. You just can't go just shoot it.
Mm-hmm.
You have to ask permission.
Yeah.
Well, you know what you do is when you get that permit, you keep hold of it for dear life. So when you've shot 2 or 3 and they come round and they say, but you're only allowed to shoot 1, you just turn around and say, well, I'm sorry, but on this permit, it doesn't say which one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're so, we're so far out that we shoot out here all the time. It's not a big deal. And trust me, nobody comes running and says, oh, are you guys okay? everybody out here shoots, so I guarantee you I could shoot them and nobody would know.
Yeah.
They just wouldn't know.
That's it.
But yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna do that. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
They are our biggest problem on the
Yeah.
farm at the moment, at this moment in time. And that's purely because the algae is now starting to die off. They're becoming more visible.
Oh.
Temperatures in the ponds have dropped as well. So of course they're a lot slower than they would normally be. So yeah, they do become heron fodder. But saying that, the cormorant is worse. Whereas a heron will come in, it will take 2 or 3 fish, and it will fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
But a cormorant will actually come in, and it will fill itself so much to the point where they can't take off.
Yep.
But
The cormorants are the same up here with the trout and the
Yeah.
fisheries.
Yeah.
and as soon as you spook them, first thing they do is they regurgitate everything just so they can then take off.
Fly. Oh.
So it's not as if the fish has actually been processed by the bird, because you know what I mean, it's just
They're just eating just to eat it.
Aye.
They're eating it because it's there.
I've seen a cormorant spit out maybe 5 or 6 2.5 to 3 pound trout about that length.
Wow.
No
Are they
bother.
protected? The cormorant protected.
yes,
Oh, they
yes, but fisheries, you got to go through a lot of rigmarole, because I know this because Sean's going through it at the moment, and that's actually getting a proper license to shoot. I think it's 1 cormorant a year.
Aye, that's all they're allowed up here. Vince is 1 a year.
Yeah,
Jeez.
and to be
But there's
honest,
always 7 or 8 of them in at the same time.
we've
I've
only
never
ever
known
seen.
any shots.
They're fucking horrible blackbirds. They are. They're fucking awful when you see them quite up close.
No, but I'll never know how many you shot if you shoot one, will I?
No, exactly. And Susan will tell you, there's a local fishing lake round here. The gentleman who used to run it, he's dead now. But we used to do night fishing, and he knew about my PTSD, so he used to warn us if he was going to be shooting in the morning. Well, this
Yeah.
one morning, he forgot completely, and this 12-bore shotgun went off 3 or 4 times.
Oh.
And when he's come round in the morning, he's gone, "Oh fuck, sorry, mate." And I was like, "No, don't worry." He said, I had to let go." He said, "Because fucking cormorant was down here again," and he said he was the one that said to me. He said, "I got a license to shoot 2 cormorants a year, but my license doesn't say which 2."
Yeah. 2 ain't scratching the surface, is it? I counted 40 at the fishing lake I go to last time I was there. 40. They're absolutely decimating the waters.
Yeah, I mean, last year, just from kingfisher, heron, and cormorant predators, there was over £25,000 worth of fish taken from the farm last year.
Wow.
How's it been this year, Vince, with the new stuff
It-
put on top?
It's not been as bad. It has dropped. I haven't actually asked Rick yet, because I don't think he's. We won't fully know until we've emptied all the mud ponds.
Right.
The bee ponds, we can have a rough estimate, because the only thing that's getting in there just lately is a kingfisher, and a lot of them in the bee ponds now are now getting to that point where they're too big for the kingfisher. So we're not actually losing a lot or anything from the kingfisher now, because it's too late in the year for the size fish that they need for eating. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
You hear them about, and you see we actually saw one Friday flitting about inside the netting of the bee ponds, but Rick wasn't bothered, because there's nothing there really that was big enough for it to.
was talking to my neighbour this morning. He's lost 10 fish now through seagulls.
Seagulls,
Yeah, he's lost 10 fish through seagulls.
Wow.
Wow.
mate.
And they're protected in Scotland too.
The vermin. Does that
They're
really?
vermin. They're like
Yeah.
fucking pigeons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Wow.
Yep, rats with them.
Seagulls, I'm quite surprised with that.
Yeah,
Mind
well,
you,
quite a lot of seagulls were actually. Quite a lot
Canadian.
of seagulls were actually.
saying that, went round to the local shop, I think it was about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and no word of a lie, I come out of the shop door and it was like a scene. Remember the old horror movie, The Birds?
Yes.
It was like a scene out of that, because all there was seagulls all over the fucking tops of the streetlights, and I was like, fucking Jesus. And we're miles from the coast. You know what I mean? Some of these old films are sort of like, they're getting a bit close to the knuckle as far as what things are actually happening in the world.
Yeah.
So how was the show today, Vince?
How was the show?
Yeah.
I loved it with the fact that I was able to catch up with all the vendors and friends that I've made that sell koi and so forth and so on, and catching up with subscribers, both new and old, and chatting up with them. The Vats fish, great. Just didn't seem to have the same sort of atmosphere that was at the National and the Great British Koi Show.
Like less enthusiasm.
I don't know what it was. It just, yeah. Well, I didn't do any recording at all.
Wow.
Was there much football?
It seemed really busy because we got there at 10 o'clock, which is pretty much the just starting to open the doors. And it did seem busy around sort of like 1 o'clock, but come sort of like 2:30, 3 o'clock, the place was like almost empty.
Wow.
Because we left at just gone 3 o'clock, because loads and loads of people have already been, gone, looked round, got what they want. There was some absolutely amazing deals on fish. Rob Walker had from Walker Koi had some amazing fish at some really crappy prices. If I'd have had the extra money with me, I think there was about 3 or 4 Kiatsuris that would have come home with me from crafty.
He does hold some nice fish back ready for the shows, yeah. He's got nice fish anyway, and at reasonable prices, but I know he was holding some gems back for the shows, yeah.
Mate,
he's a top man.
Rob had some. Well, he had about a Tamasaba, and by the time I spoke to him when I was just about to leave, he'd sold all them, gone. Why these people want these fat swimming footballs waddling around in amongst their beautiful koi? I just can't get it.
We all know what to get you for Christmas.
A Tamasaba with long fins.
Yeah.
Rick needs to stock loads of them. He knows they're going to be safe.
I think the missus knows exactly where her butter's red.
Boy.
So yeah, there'll be no Tamasaba this Christmas, will there? Yeah. Talking about which, Steve, have you done any more moulding?
Yeah, I've got a new mould. Yeah, I haven't done any casts in it yet, but I have got a new mould of a bigger one, about a 6-incher, if you pardon the expression. So yeah, need to test it out and see if we can get a good cast from it.
You said you was going to do that last time you were here, and that was 2 weeks ago.
I know.
So why haven't you pulled your thumb out your ass?
I
Oh,
underestimated.
Vince, you're in trouble. Lorraine's coming for you, Vince.
Oh, you're the dog.
Lorraine's coming, is she? Talking
I
about swimming
underestimated
footballs.
the amount of stuff it was going to use to actually make the mould. So it needed to be a big mould.
There's kits for that, you know.
Wood chips all over me.
I think Lorraine needs to come on and tell us why Tamasaba is so good.
Yeah, I know. Well, there was a link put in the comments, so if anyone wants to join us, we've got enough room for 3 more people.
Yeah, so you can come and tell us what a fascination Tamasaba is.
Stop knocking the little wobblies. I'll bring you one on the 18th, Vince. No.
Nothing wrong with us little wobblies.
And not only that, Tamasaba boy, please do not bring anything fish-wise to the farm, please, for biosecurity reasons.
I need to steal her for a little bit.
Yeah, he needs me to. I gotta hold the wood now.
Oh, Pat.
It's going to hold what?
Hi, Pat.
I hold the wood while he's
Well,
sawing. So.
Yeah.
She told us you was good. She told us you was absolutely super duper and you could multitask.
I can do it all by myself.
Yeah.
No, because I need to have my hands on it too.
Right.
Because it's our project. But it was great to talk with all of you. It was great.
Well, thank you very much for joining us, taking a half hour out of your busy schedule.
Yeah, and we have a real. Did you see that cloud over there?
Like a storm cloud coming in.
Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna be. There's like a massive storm cloud coming in.
Well,
Not looking good.
That ain't gonna make no difference. You're working inside, so
That's right. We're in the garage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're in the garage. We'll be fine. I'll just close it back up again. That's all. So
I'll be right back.
Take care, Christine.
Bye, Maureen. Bye, Pat.
Bye.
cheers, Maureen.
Bye, Pat.
Bye, Pat.
Bye-bye.
Take care, Vince. Bye.
That was awesome, man. Maureen, even though that the BKKS is folded, she was and has been for the last 2 years running, and still is an official member of the BKKS, and she's overseas, and yet we struggle over here with the amount of koi keepers there is in this country. The cheapest koi society together is just mental. But we're not going to go down that rabbit hole.
That's not going to affect Coventry, is it? No, the Coventry show next year.
Well, that all depends, because from what I've had explained to me, because a lot of what's in the email goes straight over my head, but from what I've had it explained to me in layman's terms is there's 2 options. The whole funds that are the BKKS get split between all of the current members, and then that's it. Option 2 is, from what I can work out, is the funds that are there in the coffers will get put in trust to the National Koi Show, and then the concurrent members that are already members, official members, will become patrons for a year or 2 years. But that's just me breaking down what Tony explained to me earlier. So
Yeah.
that's it. And ultimately it's in the hands of the current members of the BKKS. So I'm still a current member, and my vote is put it into the National Koi Show. So even if we haven't lost BKKS itself, we still keep the one thing that everybody seems to enjoy just lately because over the last couple of years it has got better.
Better and better, yeah.
I think the votes opens on the 3rd October. I'm sure.
I hope you're in trouble now, Vince.
Oh yeah.
Now you're in trouble.
Everybody else go put the kettle on.
Right. You can keep your wobblies to yourself, and and I mean by that I mean your Tamasaba.
Nothing wrong with the wobblies.
Mate, I mean, Rob sold out of all of his Tamasaba today, and I got there first thing this morning, and yeah, the whites look good, the reds look good, but the Shabumpkin ones, mate, they look like someone had thrown up on them.
Now you see, pumpkin ones I can't get enough of. That's what everybody wants. I'm sat in now. If I could show you, I don't know if I could turn the camera around. This was my lounge. Me and Marcus have got our own lounges. Not because we're posh, because I don't want to sit with him all night.
Do you got a maid as well?
Sorry?
Do you have a maid as well?
Get off, I wish. I would give for that.
Marcus is the maid.
Marcus has always had a man cave, and it's always been down the garden. And when we moved in here, I said to him, "You're having your man cave indoors." So he's got his room on the back. My room's on the front, but my room is now a fish room. I don't know how you turn the camera around on this, so I can't even show you.
There's a little bar at the bottom, and you'll see a microphone, a camera.
Yeah, I can see the camera. Yeah. Hang on then. Oh, right. Okay. Facing front, facing back.
Hey, look at me giving technical advice.
Wow.
Right. In my lounge, this is 1.25 meters square. My little homemade shower there. Look, this is all fully cycled. That is a calico spawning of Tamasaba because honestly, I can't get enough of them for people. Everybody wants Hawari and calico. And I've got here, I've just put them to bed.
Oh, did you tuck them in?
Tuck them in. So that's some of the fry that I've grown on.
Hang on. Let's do this right.
So
Tamasaba boy's going to get excited now, isn't he?
that's some of the fry.
Right, that's
on there.
the full screen now. Look.
So I got that lot. That one's empty at the minute. And then we've got this lot. So these have all been taken out at different times out of the big fry tank that's down there. And then what I do is, cause it's hard to tell what the backs are going to do until they get to be about an inch long. Vince, I'm on Vince's live. Once the Vince is about an inch, once they're about an inch, then you can see the backs, whether or not they're going to rise properly, because some develop quicker than others. The calico tend to develop a lot slower than the reds. But honestly, I could sell calico all day, every day. Everybody wants them. It's mental. Cannot get enough of them out the door.
They're fuck ugly.
Exactly.
You ever thought about getting some kingfishers as well?
That's perfect size for kingfisher food. I'll tell you what, they'd make perfect pike bait.
I want to be a bit small for pike.
No. Size they are, colour they are. Jesus Christ, you'd be pulling pike in all day long.
I don't know. I have to show you some of the big ones. We're going to harvest the grow on next week. So the big ones will be coming out that we've grown on from last year's spawning.
And
now they're your big fat wobblies.
Is that going to be on Marcus's channel, is it?
Yeah.
On on pirate koi? Because you can't say it because we'll go on for them.
KKS, Vince. It's easier. KKS, Kaizutu Koi, Somerset.
Koi,
KKS.
KK, yeah, that before you're running close to them.
It's very close.
But yeah, so when he harvests the grow on, I've got 13 of my babies in there that I selected from last year's spawning, and they're in there growing on. So, but they are like proper chunks with big, massive humped backs.
If they're your babies, shouldn't you be harvesting them?
Well, they're in his grow on, so I've got to wait till he harvests that. So I shall be there. I shall be there with the net ready to whoop them out into the sock. Don't worry.
So come on, what is it that appeals to you about these swimming footballs?
Honestly, I love the Tamasaba. I love the shape of them. There's a difference between this big fat football that everybody's looking for and the true shape of a Tamasaba. The really nice high back and the deep mackerel tail is a completely different fish to this fat ball that everybody's looking for. You know, everybody wants something different. For me, if there's a fish tank Tamasaba, which is that lovely high back, the bottom is the same depth as what the back is high.
Yeah.
The nice mackerel tail look amazing in a tank from a side view to a big fat football that's going round your pond. But they've got character. And when you see these little Tamasaba, and some of them, we put them in, they were like 3 inches long, and they're in a pond full of koi that are, I don't know, 30, 40 cm. And the food goes in the pond and they come surfing straight over the top of the koi to get to the food. And they're in at the food before the koi are. It's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, but they don't swim, they waddle.
No, they don't. They can swim like grease lightning and they can bloody jump as well. You want to try keeping them in a holding net and they can jump and they're clever because if I net the top of the holding net, they'll come and they'll swim between the top of the net and the top of the basket and the net, and they'll swim across the top to get out through the holding basket. It's mental. Absolutely nuts. They are.
Little bastard.
But the other thing for me is I like it's the breeding and the raising and the selecting and the growing and seeing what you grow. And I think if I'd got space, I might not have ever done the Tamasaba. It might have been koi. I might have gone down that road. But I'm into it fascinates me watching Rick. I'd love to have half of the space or a quarter of the space that he'd got.
Oh, tell me about it. Tell me about it.
That whole breeding and the selecting process and watching them develop is fascinating. I love it.
Yeah, the growing on from Fry to Nisai is where I really that's where I get my kick.
Yeah.
I mean, I love having big fish. I don't like the big fucking appetite and the big food bill for big fish.
Yeah.
But I do like watching the progression and the growth on smaller fish, which is why I always have a mixture in my main pond for that reason. And yeah,
some of your little ones that you had in your bucket of doom and stuff like that, and you've grown them on. I mean, they've turned out fantastic.
Yeah, but some of them go the fucking other way as well. Trust me, they don't all come out perfect.
Can't win them all, though, can you?
No, you can't. So, what varieties of Tamasaba have you got?
Well, he's nearly there, Lorraine. He's nearly there. I think you should offer him a deal.
You're that close, Lorraine. He's that close to getting one.
I will promote any small business.
When you say varieties, are you thinking like koi varieties?
Yeah. So
I did last year's spawning. I did what did I do? I had a calico spawn with a red and white. Then I had a red and white with red and white spawning. And I've got Hoatsuri types. I've got Beckos. Um, I've got some little Tancho Sankies. I've got some similar kind of shower type things, but you get all the metallic scales in between. So you get some big scales in. I mean, Kahaku is the official Tamasaba, what should be Tamasaba.
Yeah.
But obviously the rest are throwbacks, if you like. But yeah, we've got in the main grow on, I've got red, white, and black. If you like a calico, if you like it's a blue belly G. I've got a beautiful, just plain white, if you want to call him a Shiramuji, that's got awesome, great big silver scales on it. What else have I got in there? I think I've got some Beko ones in there, and we had one in there that had Kanoko scales, but they don't. The scales now it's grown and it's got bigger. It doesn't look like it's Kanoko anymore. What it'd be like when it comes out this time, I don't know. But it didn't look Kanoko when we checked it a month or so ago.
Sweet. So you've rounded all of them off. So you haven't desecrated the Shiro Atsuru yet. Thank fuck for that.
Well, you see, the thing is, this calico spawning that I've done now is because I want some to go with my black and white ones to sort of try and go down. I don't know whether you can do that with goldfish. I'm playing at it. I am playing at it, but I'm thoroughly enjoying playing at it.
And that's
my plan
part
is
of it.
to do that breeding. I want to breed my black and white ones with my black and white ones, my red and black ones with my red and black ones, my Tancho Sankey ones with my Tancho Sankey ones. That's what I want to do. I want to see if I can train a line.
Yeah.
Whether it'll work, I don't know. And obviously it's going to take years if I can, because one spawn in a year, it's a long process. But it's going to be fun trying.
With him being from the goldfish family, surely you can get more than one spawning out of them, because most ponds I see, the goldfish are at it like rabbits at least 3 or 4 times a year.
All my females have spawned at least 3 times each this year. But for me to train my line, I've got to grow those fry to get to a certain size to get them to spawn. So I've got my black and white ones from last year's spawning. But obviously they haven't spawned yet. They're not ready to spawn, so they'll spawn next year. I'm hoping if I'll get some black and white ones from this spawning. If I do, then maybe I'll cross the 2. So then I might see if I can get black and white next time. But obviously, if I'd got 20 of them, I could grow them on quicker.
Yeah.
But when I've got like my little pond here with 1,000 in there, they don't grow so quick. Not like the ones in the fish tank. I got 40 in that big tank at the minute.
Real estate is premium with growing any type of fry.
Yeah, it's space is ultimate, isn't it? I mean, I called 30 out of there yesterday. I kept 31 and I called 30 that was in that tank. And then I moved some over from the other tank that we're shooting on. So I moved those over into that tank. So there's now 41 in there. But it's like you say, space is premium. So I can only grow on X amount until I got my other pond set up outside. And then if I can get a pond out there heated, then I will move some of these out and I'll be able to grow more of them on quicker.
Is that when Marcus pulls his finger out?
When we got time, because at the moment everything's just going into the toy construction and getting all that sorted. It's never ending at the minute. This year's just been non-stop.
But
good.
Polytunnel up next.
It's going where you want it to, though, isn't it? Slowly but surely.
Oh God, yeah, it is. It's gone a lot quicker than we thought. But it's been great. It's been great fun. We've met some fantastic people. We've got some really good friends that we've made who have come as customers. We've had customers here today. They've come down from Wales to collect fish. And it's like, when they know the polytunnel's going to go up, let us know when it's going to go up and we'll come down and we'll help you put the polytunnel up. And we're like, we don't expect them to travel from Wales to our house, you know. They've got to travel an hour and a half, but now we'll come down, we'll give you a hand. You know, some really, really lovely people in the community.
Oh,
You
yes.
know, and then, like, you know, there's like yourself and Scrags and what have you. We'll go to the show and everybody's, you know, oh, yeah, nice to meet you, happy to see you, we've seen your fish. And
Yeah.
that's what makes the community, you know.
Yeah. And I said I would never do it, and I am doing it, and that's only because I don't have to do a thing, and I don't get a thing out of it other than making myself feel all warm and fuzzy inside, because everyone out there that has spent the last 2 or 3 years asking me for Twisted Koi t-shirts and Twisted Koi hoodies, and can I finally have a Twisted Koi mug? Yes, you can. If you go to Yasu Koi, I think that's how we pronounce it. Now, myself and Susan have got to sit down and work out a couple of designs. But through these guys here, you guys out there that have hounded me for the last 2 or 3 years will be able to get Twisted Koi merchandise.
Nice.
Chatted with, they were a really nice couple, chatted with them at the show today. Going to get some ideas sent across, and they're going to send some proofs back, and then once we nail down a design, then we've got a proper video out. But yeah, absolutely over the moon. Now got someone who will officially do my merchandise for me, and I don't have to do a single thing.
And you ain't got to pay for it.
No, all I got to do is just promote their company. I tell you what, they are an absolutely awesome couple, and stood at the show watching them with their customers today. You know, that they went out of their way to print specific things for a couple of customers that came in, and it wasn't an issue for them. So yeah, Yasu Koi guys and girls, they don't just do my merch. Well, they won't just be doing my merch, but they also do Lee Hadfield's merch. They do Humber Koi's merch. They also do Crafty's merch. So yeah, YouTubers out there, if you want to create merchandise, but you don't want all the hassle of having shelves full of t-shirts and stuff for months on end, give the guys at Yasu Koi a call, and they will look after you.
That sounds really good, actually. Well done, mate. That sounds really good,
mate. Honestly, whether it's koi related, you're racing,
yeah,
you know, anything.
It's easier than you're having to do it all yourself, isn't it? We've got a similar thing going. One of our customers, he's got a business. That's where I've had my sweatshirt from, and he's doing the same for us. He's got our logo now, so if any of our customers want to get one of our t-shirts or stuff, that can go straight to him and buy it straight from him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. Chris is in the comments, going to have a chat with them for my stuff, mate. I honestly recommend. They are an absolutely awesome. I stood there for about 20-30 minutes chatting with a pair of them, and yeah, with what they're producing out of this world, the quality is just, it's something that I would be willing to put my name to. And this is the only reason why I've gone, right, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and bite the bullet. So, yeah, me and Susan, we're going to sit down, put heads together and work out a couple of designs, because we're going to do 2 colours. So there'll be colour for boys, colour for girls. If you're a boy that wants colour for girls, then you could do that too. Whatever floats your boat. Oh, shit, better check, plug me in. My battery's going to go otherwise.
I went to see Nigel yesterday, Vince, 5 Towns.
Yeah, I've got 5 towns. How's he getting on?
He's flat out with filtro spares. Absolutely flat out. He can't get enough motors.
Mate.
He orders them as batches of 10s, and he's just selling out straight away. But he's
Mate.
not only keeps the motors, he's got everything down to stainless bolts for them.
Stainless steel screws and bolts.
Yeah, he's got screens, he's got wash pumps, he's got everything. Yeah, he says, but it's gone mental.
Mate,
He just can't keep up with the demand. Yeah.
He was my lifesaver.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So yeah, I'm pleased that he's doing well, because he really did get me out of the hole with that drum motor. That's sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's good.
Sorry.
He's got his office block now. His cabin. That's all being kitted out, and he ordered another one as well to go alongside it. Yeah. All good.
Oh, and while I remember, actually, while I think about it, those that aren't able to get down to the All England Koi Show tomorrow, there is an event, a charity event being held at Koi Heaven tomorrow. So if you're not able to get down south for the All England Koi Show, North Wales, that's up north, that's nosebleed territory. If you can't get down south, get across to Darrell's and give him some support. He's doing a charity event day for Mind Charity. So if you can't go down there, supporting him would be absolutely awesome. So I get that one in before I forget. Right, where were we?
And then the week after,
What's your charity, Vince?
Say again.
What's your charity?
My
it's
charity.
Mind. It's Darrell's charity. It's Mind. Darrell's doing it for Mind. He is.
Right.
You know,
I think
Darrell's
that's
from
the
Koi
mental
Heaven
health charity.
up in North
Yeah.
Wales.
For mine. I thought you said it was for my charity, and I thought, oh, what's your charity then? So it's for mine.
No,
Right. Okay.
No.
Mind.
Mind,
Nice.
as in
Mental health.
Mental health.
Mind.
Yeah.
Mental health. Yeah. Black dog, whichever way you want to phrase it. It affects 8 out of 10 people. So, you know, it's a worthy cause, a worthy charity. And not only that, Darrell is an absolutely top bloke with some absolutely fucking amazing fish up there as well, which I can attest because I've got 4 swimming around my main pond. Cheers, Darrell. They're doing absolutely fucking awesome.
His
Despite the
video
fact
skills
that
getting better.
yes, they are. But yeah, what killed me was he sent me a picture of four koi. He sent me a video as well, but I didn't actually get to view it because by the time it come to looking at him, he was ringing me on a video call, and he's like, "What do you think to these then, mate?" And I'm like, "Yeah, they're fucking lovely, bro." He's like, "They'll be with you tomorrow," and I was like, "You're joking, ain't you?" He's like, "No, they'll be with you tomorrow." Sparky here. Oh yeah, I'll have the Goshki and the Gajaku. You know, and that they get delivered while I'm down the forest. So she gets to open them and claim them before I even get to see them in the flesh. You know what I mean?
You've taught her well,
We
Vince.
got.
Hey, Vince, you've taught her well.
Yeah, mate. Well, when
Vince,
you're
look
good,
at
you're
Harry
good.
Goki Coy's comment.
twisted T-shirt, effing banger on the front and Doom on the back. I think something like that would have to be done as a limited edition, I reckon. But yeah, I like that. I like that. No, that's not the same. Is it me lagging or is it everyone else?
No. You did cut in and out a couple of times, but I didn't know whether that's my connection or not.
I don't know. I've got full signal. I got a full signal. I'll tell you what, you can't beat this view.
That's a brilliant view, that one.
Now what have I done?
That's bang on, that is, Vince.
Yeah, much better. Oh, mate.
Yeah, cheers, guys. Love you too.
Nice picture of the moon.
Yeah. What's happened, mate?
Ooh.
Ah,
Just get that.
Susan said you do want feeding tomorrow, don't you, Steve?
V for Viagra.
Yeah, guys, don't forget the
Hey,
junior one next week.
I ain't that old
Don't
yet.
forget the junior one next week.
What is that, Craig?
The junior koi show in Kidderminster next
Oh,
week.
yeah.
4th and 5th of October.
Junior quiz show next week. Yep.
Yep, I'll be there.
Simon from Up North Koi. Yep, Simon from Up North Koi Pond. He's showing next weekend, as is our Tony from Far More Koi as well. So we'll be up there giving them some support. It's a good view, isn't it? Fire going.
You got the burner on. You got the burner on, mate.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh yeah. Burner's going a beauty now.
Nice.
Fin,
No, I wish.
Vince, you could get some more black and white in there, no bother.
That's not a bad man cave, is it?
Yeah, isn't it? Yeah, no, it ain't not at all.
You said about Marcus's lounge, mate. Like, he'd rather have that than what he's got. That's a good man cave.
Well,
that
I'll
is.
be telling you, I was speaking to someone at the show today, and literally since the pond's been finished and we've got the decking down, I know I've still got to get the roof on, but the only times I really go into the house is to go to the loo, grab something to eat, or go to bed. I spend every other waking moment sat out here.
No housework, no cooking, no nothing. See?
Life for Wiley, me, you know.
There's been some bargains on the. There's been some bargains on Mark's WhatsApp group this week, hasn't there?
Marcus's.
Oh, Marcus's.
Yeah.
Yes.
I hide. I have to hide now. I'm like, what are you doing? And then I try and hide fish. There's certain fish I don't want to. I get really upset when they got to go. No, I want to keep that one. I'm hiding in the teaser at the minute.
Anybody not on the WhatsApp group, jump on it. There's been some right bargains this week.
Yeah, there's been some good deals the last couple of weeks. There's more to come. And when he empties the grow on, God, I dread to think what's going to come out of there is going to be phenomenal.
Yeah.
Craig, it's not just been last week, it's been all year. The prices have been great.
Yeah.
Because I picked up a lovely Kohaku for Marcus and it's settled in brilliant.
Oh, yeah, you had a banging Kohaku, didn't you? I forgot that. Yeah, he did.
Banging.
Yeah, we've got some more Go Tanky coming next week. He's got the what's he got at the minute? He's got a load of Shiro in QT at the moment that we've just had over from Japan. And he's got some of Ricky Stoddart's fry from his own spawning in Japan. So we got some of them in QT as well at the moment. So I think they got
So
another.
are any of them Tosai or Tosai?
They're Tosai. They're
If you know,
this
you
year's
know.
Tosai. Yeah, they are. The Rickies are this year's Tosai. The Shiro are just turned Nisai. They've been held back indoors to develop and not push for growing. The Sumi on them is absolutely fantastic. So as soon as they come out of QT, Marcus is on about doing a growing show with them so people can buy them, but he's going to grow them on here.
The show.
Oh yeah, I'll talk to the devil.
Right.
The main man.
The show from Ricky's School in there this year's Fry had in there this year's Tosai. And the NND DK Shiro they've got are a year old, so they're technically chibi Nesai.
Yeah.
But they've been held back and conditioned at NND to get the Sumi up on them, and now I've just got well.
Yeah.
I'll be
Yeah.
growing
You
them
know
all
what
over
I mean?
Christmas.
Rick's been banging on about it all week.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, mate. I call them they're Nesai now, mate.
You've been saying that for weeks, haven't you? It's for weeks we've been saying they're not Tosai anymore.
No, there are no
Yeah, but that's what I
Tosai.
mean. I could see it, exactly, and that these people that are selling jumbo Tosai, I'm sorry, but they're not jumbo Tosai.
No, they're Nesai
Because there's no way that, you know, they're not a jumbo Tosai. They are a small Nisai. You know, tell it like it is. It's just it's sales
Up
bollocks,
until a
isn't it?
couple of weeks ago, I was unsure what to do because I don't want to be the only dealer doing it. But this week, I've just gone sod it. Then this side now, and that's the end of it.
Yeah,
Mate. You know, break the
It
fucking
is what
mold.
it is, mate.
That's what's needed. Is a few molds to be fucking broken and brought into the fucking new age.
Yeah, we just call them what they are. They're the same fit, aren't they?
Once he bought back this year's Tosai, the new Tosai, which will be like next year's Tosai, if you like. As soon as he bought them back, he said, well, that's it now. The rest of the fish are not Tosai. They are Nisai, just these are the Tosai.
If I had Tosai on the premises now, I can hardly call some Tosai and others Tosai, and they're a year difference in age. I can't do it, can I? Not still be brutally honest like I am. So it's just how my head works, mate. I can't be any different.
But
Mate,
since I've seen these Shiros, I sent Marcus a message. Dibs.
As long as people
Mind you-
understand what they are, what they're buying, doesn't matter, does it?
Yeah, but it also helps if dealers are up front from the start.
Yeah, it would help
because then there wouldn't be that grey area confusion.
Yeah. I mean, if you're in the know, you know what fish are being sold at the moment. If they're being called Tosai, whether they are or they're not.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
If you're a little bit in the know, because you know what's coming and what hasn't yet. So, but yeah, to Joe Public, it would be better if everyone was just. But if we just went 1st of September, we changed and that's it. But we don't do it.
Yeah. But
these were born this year. They were born last year.
Yeah, and this was one of the things that Rick was saying and has been saying all week is why can't you just give them a date?
Yeah. Once they've had two summers, for me, that's the end of August. Once they've had 2 summers, then this side.
Yeah.
But,
you know,
that's just how my head works, and so that's how what I'm talking, what I'm selling. So
yeah,
whether that's right or wrong, I don't know. But
when are they all at quarantine, Marcus?
On this day, they hatched on that day, on that year.
Yeah,
you've now bought it 2 years later. It's an Nissan. It's
it should really be, once they start pulling ponds in Japan and pulling this eye out, that's it.
Yeah.
Because because they're the same age as what I was selling as Tosai last month. So
What was George saying?
How are the sister
When's
fish
the
going?
quarantine? When are they out of quarantine, Marcus?
about another 4 weeks, mate.
That's fine, mate.
They've had one eat ram, but they're struggling. They struggle to come out of sleepy a little bit. So they've got a bit of treatment in there at the moment. I'm just letting them settle, and then I'll go again.
That's good, mate.
So
Look forward
if
to
you
them.
decide to do a growing show, then Marcus, what sort of price range will you be looking at, or will people be looking at to?
What I was looking at doing, I was going to do it with the DK Sheros to start with, and I'll probably hold the shower back because they're a year older. I'll do them like in spring next year. But with the DK Sheros, I was going to do a winter grow out event where everyone buys a ticket, then we draw names for the picking order. I'll put up bowls of fish, A, B, C, D, and number them, the fish, so people can pick their fish unless they want to attend. And it'll be 195 with growing included till the end of, till March next year, when you'll get a half decent sized knee size.
And I'll be in the polytunnel heated and fed
sounds
stuck of
bloody
your
good.
car by the bucket full.
Well, I can set a pond up solely.
This is feeding them.
I can set a pond up solely for sheros and not feed them any colour food. See, so there won't be any. It's nice to be able to just set up a black and white tank and not have to worry about that and really push the growing.
Yeah, now they're going to be growing when Marcus grows them.
Yeah.
But saying that, you see the Shiros that came out of the Munger tunnel yesterday.
Did we ever?
They take some beating, mate.
Oh my God. Rick's face, bless
They
him.
take some beating.
Oh, he's
Right.
Look at Marcus, look at his face. It's the best fish he's ever done. Oh, it was stunning. Absolutely. Sumi on him was phenomenal.
That Sankey was stunning as well.
And what you've
that
also got
Sankey
to
was
take into
stunning.
consideration is those Shiro have been on colour food pretty much all season.
Yeah, that's good genetics, mate. That's good genetics.
Yeah.
Really
And
good.
those Shiros are from, one is Omasako. The other is second generation.
Oh,
So
right there,
to
yeah.
have a fish that Rick selected out as a second generation parent to be one of the parents that's created, as in his own words, one of the best fish I've ever created.
Yeah.
That must be.
You know.
That must feel real good. Yeah, fair play to him. He must be.
I think I spoke to him with the camera, and I think the biggest kicker for him was the second fish he then puts in the bowl was that Sankey. And like he said, that Sankey that he just pulled out of that tank is as good as the one that he paid 1,500 odd pounds to have Azakari'd over in Japan.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully they're opposite sexes and he can breed them.
And he's got eyes on that one. The one in Japan ain't come out of the mud pond yet, has it?
No.
What's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, not come
Yeah,
out the mud
anytime
pond yet,
now, I
but
would
yeah.
imagine.
Vince, I'm going to go ahead and have to get out of here. It's my son's birthday today. Yeah, he turned 40 today, so
Anyway,
we're
that's what
taking
you wanted.
out
I'll
to
leave you
dinner.
to.
Oh, I need to nick the loose.
Happy birthday to your son,
Okay,
Christine.
Christine,
Yeah.
Take care, Christine.
wish him
Thank you, Lauren.
happy birthday. Thanks for joining along.
Yeah.
All right. I'll be watching you guys as I'm getting ready.
Take
But
care.
thank you guys for having me.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Anytime, Christine. Take care. Yeah, she can. So yeah, for me, yesterday was a real special day.
Yeah, it looked good for video,
Yeah.
mate. Looked brilliant. He should be buzzing. Some of those Ginrin Aragoki yellow, whatever things they are, yeah, they look mental as well, mate.
Mate, and the yellow on the Ginrin golden corns.
Yeah, crazy, mate.
Had
As
my
good as anything. I got one Dainichi one left in the grow on that is really proper yellow. But they're getting rarer now with this new parent set they've got. The real yellow ones aren't as common as they used to be, and I don't think they're quite as good as the old parent set either. Yeah, they've lost a little something, in my opinion.
You could say the same with the second generation golden corn.
Yeah, the new variants. The new variant's nice and it is different, but I do prefer the old ones. Yeah.
Yeah, I prefer the older one. I'm not a fan
Yeah,
of this new.
I've got both
saggy
in my big pond. In my big pond and my personal collection, what was before I started as a dealer, I've got one of the original yellow monkeys certificated, and I've got one of the original Ginrin golden corns, yellow with the red Kanoko on. And I don't advertise them. Yeah, if someone wants them, they can have them, but yeah, they're not fish I'm going to let go at my usual prices, for sure. They're just ones that don't want to go anywhere, really. I'd rather keep them.
Yeah, if the money's right, you let them go, but
yeah, that's it, mate. The money'd have to be right for them because they're rare. I know what they are now, mate. They're rare beasts. There's not many of them about.
Yeah.
Oh, Rick's
I mean,
Keeper's
out of the
gonna be on
corns that
display
Rick's
soon.
got. Say again.
I'd say Rick's Keeper's going to be on display on the 18th.
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Yeah. All of Rick's keepers are now all of Rick's keepers so far are down in the old shop.
Right. Yeah.
In
okay.
in the two big round tanks.
In the round tanks, yeah.
So yeah. So there's at the moment there's only 90 fish, but he's going to be putting another 10 fish in there. So we're looking at 100 fish spread over an 8,000 gallon system because it's joined in the middle. So effectively, the pond is 8,000 gallons, even though it's two 4,000 gallon ponds. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
I get what you mean, mate. Yeah.
Because they both feed into a settlement chamber, which then gets pumped over separate showers. And
Back into
they're
them,
joined in the middle. Yeah.
Well, there were some lovely other fish that we will see on the 18th, though, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
sure.
mate. Everything that didn't get kept by Rick is now up near the shop, settling in tanks. And honestly,
Will there be
not
something
going to be
yellow
disappointed.
with big scales for me, Vince?
Yes. And yes.
So I know who I'm taking in with me then when I get my ticket this time. If you come and help me find something with nice big Aragoki scales.
Come on,
If
get nasty. I'll hand you back the way.
Goes.
He wants to clean his teeth.
Right.
Everything goes to plan.
I'll get back myself.
Everything goes to what, sorry?
If everything goes to plan, including the shop ponds, there on those 2 days there will be about 40 ponds of fish for people to go through.
What? That's a lot of fish.
Alex, you better bring a trailer.
Well,
And
last year there was a lot of fish there, so if there's 40 ponds this year, it's going to be mayhem. We won't know where to look.
yeah, because you're not only just going to have all of the new stocks from the farm, that we've gone through and everything else. But there are also going to be 3 vats that have got the fish in that Rick didn't select to keep to grow on, that he brought back from Japan earlier on in the year.
Oh, right, yeah, of course. I forgot about those.
So
I forgot
there will
about them.
be 3 vats at 3 different prices, but in there will be Goshki, Goromo, Kahaku, Ginrin, Yamabuki. These things are weapons.
What I've found this year with Rick's spawn and his grow-ons is like last year there was a lot of Achiba and Aragoki, and I love Achiba and I love Aragoki. Always have Achiba's my koi of choice. So I was all excited and I was all over that last year. This year he's done fish that, I mean, Asagi has always been a fish that I've never been a fan of. And to watch him do the Asagi this year and to watch him develop, like, all of a sudden it's like, I really like Asagi. I can see the beauty and the technicalities that go into it. And the Ginrin that he's produced this year has just been, I can't wait to see that in the flesh because it looks so awesome. I know how difficult it is to catch that on camera because obviously, you know, I hold the camera for markers at times and it is really hard. And you can see it shining on the camera. So to see it in the flesh, I'm really excited about that. And like on the Asagi, it's going to be really interesting to see.
There is
And the
one.
Shishui, they're another one. I've never been a fan of them, and he's got them awesome as well, hasn't he?
But the difference is 99% of the Shisui that will be available are Ginrin. In that, I mean, they've got a Ginrin zipper.
Yeah.
And if I don't nab it myself, there is an absolutely stunning Ginrin, full body, big apple slice Aragoki scales Shisui.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. And it is a wow.
Right, guys,
and we're talking.
I'll need to leave you. I need to go and get the wind for work. So I'll catch you again.
So yeah, George.
Cheers, George.
Take care. Don't work too hard. Yeah. Well, I'm counting on you to show me where all the nice Aragokis are.
To be honest, in most of the vats in that will be available and the shop, if you can't find Aragoki in one of them vats, then there's going to be something wrong.
Yeah, but you're like me. You like the weird and wonderful. You know, and if there's one thing I've noticed watching you now for the last couple of years, it's like Vince has got the same taste in fish as I have. So it's like weird and wonderful. I'm going with Vince. You know where they'll be.
I like it. Yeah, I like, because you go to a pond, you've got something that's weird and wonderful, but in the right way. It's eye catching.
Yeah, yeah, it'll stand out every time.
Exactly that, and Rick is the one for it, because I mean, 3-4 years I've been there while he's been doing the spawnings now, and there's been a couple of times where he's mixed 2 fish together, and I've looked at him and gone, "Why?" And his response is, "Why not?" You know what I mean? And it's 2 years ago while we were stood there, we were on the pad selecting through the small toe side, and he looked up at me and Dave, and he said, "I'm going to create a Ginrin Shisui." And fuck me, has he smashed it out of the park? Because I've got a couple, and they are phenomenal, especially when the light catches that Ginrin right. It just, it's just something that I have never seen on a Shisui.
Are they?
And
Are they
yeah,
still? Are they a blue sushi? You can't always pick the colour
yeah,
up on the camera. Is it still blue?
oh yeah, oh yeah,
Really blue.
they
Really
are
blue.
definitely blue. Definitely
Nice.
blue.
Oh,
In fact,
see, you're changing my mind already.
well, I do have an Aragoki, full body Aragoki Shisui in the main pond, but it
Oh,
actually belongs to Alex.
Alex fish. That's Alex fish, is it not?
Yeah, that actually belongs to Alex.
All right.
Yeah, and that I've just seen it swing past the window. That is full body Aragoki, big apple slice Aragoki scales. It's
It's a proper
phenomenal.
window
That's
fish.
the end by now, Vince.
It's lovely.
We've got
Steve-O's seen it.
Yeah.
we've got a black dragon here at the moment, but it's not black. It's all pure white, and it's just like diamonds. Every time the light hits it, it comes into the sun. It's like diamonds shining, and it's got like the big apple slices down its side. Marcus is like, oh, it's going to be awesome to watch that develop and turn black. And I'm like, I don't want it to turn black. I like it white. It's beautiful as it is. So,
But it's like some of the Shiros that Rick's been keeping back at the moment as we're going through them, and he's got a whole tank of Shiros that are just not showing any Sumi at the moment because he knows that next year they will look completely different.
yeah. I say 3 years, don't they? I say 3 years for a Shiro, for the Sumi to come up. I mean, we've got some now, they're 2 years of age, and there's no Sumi. You can see it under the skin, but there's nothing there on the surface, and they're 2-year-old. Yeah, we've just had these come from Japan, and it's all up and showing, and it's crazy the difference.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of that again is, I'm sure there's a lag here.
No, you're there.
You're fine.
I forgot what I was saying now.
We're on about the Sumi. Why it's up on some and not on others. They've obviously done something to condition them to get theirs up.
Well, it's all environment. We found that last year with the Aragokis, and you know the grower show with a difference, and that has proved it this year that environment plays a massive part in development.
Yeah,
massive part because we split the Deutsch achievers. So some went straight out to the mud ponds or out to the bee ponds with the live food, and half were kept back in the hatchery tunnels on the live food. Now, when we started selecting them, 95% of the Deutsch achievers that came in from the bee ponds were almost leather cut. Yeah, all the ones that come out of the polytunnel that had that extra bit of heat and concentrated live food, 85% of them were Aragoki. Exactly the same spawning. Just two completely different environments. And it makes such a massive difference.
So I know if I grow the Tamasaba on at a slower pace, they get a better high back than they do if I force feed them and grow them on really quick and big.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't get nothing good to fucking though, but it's a beautiful fish.
Yeah.
It's a lovely fish.
Stunning.
It's fascinates me to watch because it is really interesting, all the differences, and like you say, Rick's still learning as well, seeing that last year with the two different environments. every day's a school day. There's always something to learn.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
so
I mean,
interesting.
Rick, it's
I think he's got a bit of a lag problem there.
Yeah, I've lost him.
it's like
Yeah.
Rick keeps telling me off for taking Shisui's home. He's like, "You're taking loads home." But yeah, they went into Long Block. Yeah, thought I had. Right. Fill in for a minute, Craig.
Come
Not put it on the spot. I come on,
Do us a
I
little
come on to
dance,
support
Craig.
you, not to run it.
Come on, Craig. Do a little dance.
Yeah, but no chance.
Craig,
Nothing like
Craig,
putting me on the spot. I've only just started coming on camera.
Craig, how's that fish doing that was getting eaten alive?
It's I put methylene blue on it. We did stop it, but I've started nibbling at her again now. So been talking to Dawn. I think what we might do is get a sign net and put a sign net in the pond and cordon it
Yeah,
off.
I thought you had already done that.
No, I was going to put a fry net in, but no, the fish is too big to put in a fry net, and
Right.
it's not just the Benny that's having a nibble now. The big Danichi Park who's having a nibble at her as well. So,
Wow.
as I say, I might put a sign net in there, but
Yeah.
it's
You're going to have to
since I
do
put
something.
that methylene blue, since I put that on it, it ain't half improved.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Good.
it's doing really well.
Excellent.
Why are they attracted? Why are they attracted to it, Craig? What's going on there? Do you know?
I think it's the new flesh that's coming through, and I think I'm just chewing at that new flesh. Somebody says, "Well, put more food in," which I started doing, and I still have a nibble at her.
So it wasn't the treatment you were putting on them then, because you thought it was the treatment, didn't you?
Well, somebody says because the ozone gel had got vegetable oil in, that's what was attracting them. But there's no ozone gel on there. No, I'll put methylene blue on it.
Yeah.
As I say, it did steer them away. Whether it's because the methylene blue's wearing off now, I don't know. But they'll be a nibble at her again now. She's lost a lot of weight, but she's swimming away from them all the while.
Yeah.
They're chasing around the pond a lot of the time.
Yeah.
That's the thing, and they always attack the weak ones, don't they?
Yeah.
I can sense it.
And when she was always up for food before them all, but now she stays. It's kind of like she's frightened of them now. She stays away from it. So yeah, I might get a sign net and just put that in, cord it off for a few weeks. Still at
Yeah,
nine.
it's going to take a bit longer to heal with the temperatures dropping.
Sorry?
It's going to take a little bit longer to heal with the temperatures dropping, so you need to get it healed up.
Yeah. I'm on 8, but I am dropping the temperature.
Yeah.
I'm at 19 now.
Right.
Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know, but I'm just nervous that going into the winter if my temperature's too high and should anything happen to the heat pump during the winter, and the temperature just plummets, I might be back to square one with problems with fish. And I'm just coming out, touch wood, I'm just coming out the other side now. Filters caught up, the filter's doing well, boiling well. Since I took that 20 litres of media out, it's boiling really well now. I've turned the pumps up slightly as well, a little bit more than that was. I'm kind of getting that sweet spot on the filter now, which is good. Yeah.
There it is.
But yeah, it's just frustrating to see that he's eating, but then the fish are just picking the new flesh off her. Some days she'll look wonderful, then other days she'll look really red raw because they've had a nibble at her. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think as soon as you get that net in, then it'll give your mind a little bit of rest of the fish not picking at the fish, and hopefully it'll heal a little bit quicker.
As I say, I was going to fetch the Benny guy out and put the Benny guy in a fry net, but it's not just the Benny guy. The Benny guy seems to have backed off a little bit. I've got a Tamasaba Camargo in there that's having a nibble. Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, I think that'll be the plan.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
before I had to throw the covers on. Everybody's talking covers now, aren't they?
I know, aren't you? Yeah, won't be long.
It didn't seem 5 minutes since we was
I'm
taking
at
them off.
12.5 degrees now. I should have had my covers on last month.
Yeah. Didn't seem 5 minutes since we was taking them off.
I put mine on the Tamasaba today.
Yeah. Sorry, well, only
Is this where you regret getting rid of your other tank now? Your other pond?
from a treatment point of view, I mean, I don't miss it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because as I said to you before, I was concentrating more on the growth and not the main pond. The main pond was kind of getting neglected. I was spending more time on the grow one.
Yeah.
So, but from a treatment point of view, like I could have got my chag out and put it in that grow on, couldn't I, on its own? But it's one of them.
Sod's law that it happens after you've got rid of it, isn't it?
Yeah. I didn't expect that to happen, to be fair, but it's been a mixture of different things that's caused it. I know that now, and I've learned by it.
Well, that's life. It's a lesson, isn't it?
Yeah. It's all part and parcel of the journey, isn't it? At the end of the day.
Yeah.
For
some reason,
this morning. Oh, sorry, Vince.
for some reason, my tablet has decided to throw a fucking hissy fit.
Well,
I was talking to my neighbour this morning, and this season he's revamped all his ponds. It's an in-ground pond. It's quite a big pond, but he had the chamber on their filter, and he's taken that off and put 2 Nexuses on. He's never had any trouble. Never ever had any trouble with his pond. Since he's revamped his pond and looking after his water and one thing and another, he's having nothing but problems. He says, I just wish I'd have left well sorry?
Can't go wrong with the Nexus.
My Nexus was gone through. Bang
Yeah,
on.
I'm the same.
But what I'm saying is he got a multi-bag and he had no problems when he had the multi. He says, I walked it out twice a year, if that. He says, and I chucked food in whenever I wanted. I never checked my parameters. He says, things putting the Nexus on and looking after my water. I'm having a quick trouble. Oh, somebody's got 2 streams going.
yeah, can hear twice, right?
Yeah, it's all right. I've just killed that one.
Yeah, so he said, I just wish I'd have left well alone.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because just some of these little changes can cause you so many problems for such a long time.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I had quite a major change. I think you guys know when I had the pond liner done at the beginning of this year. It had to be done because the old one was leaking. But God, what a load of grief that caused me with new pond syndrome.
Yeah.
So yeah, disaster.
Yeah. Right, I'm going to shoot chap. I'm out of here.
All right.
Have a
Cheers,
good
Alex.
one.
Bye, Alex.
Cheers, Alex.
Cheers now, mate.
See ya.
See you later.
Give me a call.
I will do. Yep.
Right, I'm going to have to, I can't see the comments on this phone. I am going to have to save up and get a new fucking tablet because I think that has just come to its fucking end. It just stopped working. And I'm like, aha.
Yeah, technical
But when I go to the phone, everything gets so small, you struggle seeing the comments as well as everyone else that's on there as well.
Yeah.
So I think on that note, we've been going for a good hour and 35 minutes now. I'd like to say a massive thank you to everyone that joined along tonight on the panel.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Everyone in the comments out there watching. As always, a massive thank you to Steve-O, our Scragster, Tamasaba lady.
Good night, all.
Tamasaba lady or Tamasaba girl, either way. She loves the wobblies. It's not her fault. She's mentally deranged. As for the others that have been on, thank you all for joining along. Don't forget on your way out, ladies and gentlemen, guys and girls, like, share, subscribe, and all that shit miserable. I've been Twisted Koi. You lot out there, you know you're great. We might have a video tomorrow.